Hey guys, and welcome back to the United Star. And the last preseason is over. We just beat Everton 3-0 in the last preseason, all goals coming in the first half. A very eventful lineup. I think it was an indication of what we can expect to see against Leeds. It had all the names in it: David De Gea and goal, Maguire, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka back to the typical four with Bruno, Van de Beek, and Matic in the holding position. And up front was Greenwood, Martial, and James. Few players playing 45, few playing 60, few playing the entire game. But just to go through it, let's first discuss the goals and then about the players. The first goal, yeah, I mean, it was just Mr. Pickford being who he is in an Everton jersey, and Greenwood got that goal. The second goal was Harry Maguire's header. I think Shorboto Carlos put in a beautiful ball, and he got the header in. And it's a great sign that where he managed to score off corners, because that's something that we need to keep improving on. And with the way Varane will enter, there'll be another threat from corners. So I'm excited to see how we move ahead when it comes to the set piece taking routines. And obviously, from the dead ball, Bruno Fernandes doing Bruno Fernandes kind of things with a beautiful free kick, which was the game winner. So, three good goals. I think overall in preseason we've scored some spectacular goals. Whether we look at the Bruno Fernandes goal or we look at the Andres Pereira goal, which was fabulous. But getting back to the players, I think a lot of them looked very, very good. Shaw looked like he picked up from where he was. Maguire, Lindelof seemed fine. Um, Matic had a very good game according to me. He played 45 minutes, but he had a very good game. Donny seemed kind of quiet, but I think there could have been a possibility that because of his movement, um, Everton were confused whether to pick him or to pick Bruno. So yeah, he had a quiet game for me. Bruno was Bruno, a player that I was slightly disappointed in. But again, it was his first game of preseason was Martial, and I'm kind of worried that if he starts against Leeds, how are things going to be? Same goes for Dan James. Personally, we were well aware that Sancho and Varane will not be starting as far as what Ole has come out and said. So that puts a question mark on what your front three were, because I was expecting Ilanga to have some sort of a say, some sort of a play in today's game, but he was nowhere to be seen. Pogba did come on. He played 45 minutes, looked a bit rusty, but again, he was playing in a holding position. So the question that arises for me is: do you go back to the 4-2-3-1 and not to the 4-3-3? If you're playing 4-2-3-1 and you're playing Fred and McFred, so McTominay and Fred as the two with Bruno in the number 10 position, are you going to play Pogba on the left, Greenwood on the right, and Martial up front? Are you going to play Greenwood up front, Martial on the right? How is that going to go? Because Pogba in the holding position hasn't worked for us. He is way better on the left, and anyone who's been seeing him play for United over the last 6 months knows that that's the position that he prefers. So it's going to be a very interesting lineup, and I'm going to be very excited to see what the lineup is against Leeds. But today's game, the players that came on, you look at Tuanzebe, we got on McTominay, we got on Garner, we got on Pereira, Dallo, Brandon Williams. I think there was roughly around 20 odd players that may have played, sorry. And I think out of that, all those players are either going to have an integral part in our season, or they're going to be going out on loan, and this was just another showpiece for another club to come and snatch it. But other than that, Sancho was getting on Twitter when Bruno scored the free kick. That was great. Rafael Varane put it up on Instagram that he was seeing the game, so that is great. Our new signings are also focusing on our games, and I'm super excited to see them in training very soon. But a great performance, 3-0, great way to cap preseason off. I'm really hoping there's a game behind closed doors so that players can build up their fitness, because Leeds is going to be an exceptionally tough game. But guys, the next game officially is the start of the Premier League. Do let us know what you think, how things are going to turn out, what your predictions are in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.